Welcome everyone to the new moon in Taurus. So this will be happening on the 11th and 12th, depending on where you are on the planet. I'm just going to first of all bless my cards. So dear angels, saints and spirits from the divine white light, please bless my cards and give me clear insight. So mote it be. So first of all, I was feeling very apathetic with this new moon. I was feeling a lot lackluster, really. I was feeling a very slow energy, and that would be, it's very Taurus. So as we all know, new moons are a great time to set new intentions and then check what manifests at the full moon, which is about 6 months later. So for this one, it'll be in November. So here we go, we'll start with these ones. In November, we'll have the full moon in Taurus, so that's a good time to be able to see what we have manifested will come to light. You know, what intentions we have set will then come to light. So let's just see what we've got. Beautiful. So but then as I've done a little bit more research into this new moon, there's two aspects to it. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the light and fluffy one, and then we're going to go into a bit of the deep, darker one. So there is that deep, darker underlying energy, which I have actually been feeling, and I just couldn't put my finger on it, but however, we'll get into it. So as the new moon is in Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign, you should be directing your new moon intentions by the qualities that sign represents. So the higher qualities of Taurus is being practical, patient, reliable, and affectionate. The lower qualities of Taurus is laziness, being stubborn, possessive, and very rigid. So this new moon will be fantastic for setting new intentions directed at emotional security and financial stability. So this is a great time to be making a financial plan or a goal. Can you set aside more money for savings? Or if you feel that you already are financially independent or happy in that aspect of your life, where is it that you can be a bit more generous? Okay, so this is going to be very important because again, the more you give, the more you receive. The next thing is to love yourself. So Taurus is all about the self and the senses. So make a list of the 5 top things that you value the most in yourself, because again, it's to do with the 5 senses. So making a list of 5 things that is most important to you and what you value about yourself the most will be really beneficial for you at setting these intentions for the new moon as well. It could be slow down more. It could be taking more time out to look after yourself and things like that. Be more sensual as well. So Taurus is a very sensual sign. Again, it's all about the 5 senses. So it's a great time to get a massage, eat well. Taurus loves food. I haven't met a Taurus that doesn't love food. Sleep in, sleep late, sleep long. Again, it's got that very apathetic kind of quality to it, or laziness. Also beautifying your surroundings. So Taurus loves being surrounded by beautiful things, okay? So whether that be crystals or flowers or things like that. And it's all about the smell as well. So essential oils are good, incense, candles, that kind of thing. They all love that kind of stuff, and it's really nice to be able to stimulate all of your 5 senses as well. So touch is always good with that as well. Now Taurus is a very sexual sign too, and this is where I'll be going into the more deeper, darker aspects of it. So Taurus is at 21 This moon will be at 21 degrees of Taurus. Okay, so with the decans, it goes up to 30. Okay, so you've got the first 10, the first 20, and then you've got 30. So because it's at 21 degrees, it's in the final expression of this archetype. Okay, so it has gone through it is basically, it's like growing up. So the first part of it, how I see it or how I view it, my interpretation of it is like going through the childhood kind of stage. Then the middle part is like the adolescent kind of stage. And then the third part of it is being the more mature, wiser part of that archetype. So that's how I interpret that. Now, the interesting thing, which I kind of discovered, is that actually Black Moon Lilith is now going to be activated. So Black Moon Lilith is an asteroid. I can't go into so much depth into all about Black Moon Lilith. There's a whole lot. Actually, I could do a whole new video on just Black Moon Lilith alone. But basically, in the tarot, she is the high priestess. So she is Adam's first wife. So they don't talk about her very much in the Bible or in places like that. So she was actually, when God created man, he actually created man and woman. And so that woman was Lilith. And so obviously she was equal to Adam. Adam didn't like that. He wanted someone to be a little bit more submissive. She wasn't submissive at all. She wouldn't lie underneath him, apparently, and she actually left him. So then she actually went off into the Garden of Eden somewhere up into the mountains, and she would actually get it on with a whole lot of devils and stuff, and she would have like about 100 babies a day. Anyway, so Adam had gone back to God and had complained about her, basically saying, she, won't do what I want. So God actually sent angels to go and retrieve her back. She said no, she wasn't interested. She wanted to be treated as an equal. And basically, they went back to God, they told God that, and then so God was like, right, we're going to cast her out. But before he cast her out, he murdered all of her children. So that's basically in a nutshell what happened. So she was then cast out of the Garden of Eden, and that's why you actually see her in the tarot card. She's sitting there, and behind her is actually the Garden of Eden. So she sits at the gates of the Garden of Eden. And she actually then became like the queen of the night. She actually got quite a bad reputation for being a succubus and a demon, and that she went around and murdered children and did things like that. So they put a really bad spin on her. But basically, she is still the divine feminine, and all the goddesses are encompassed from her. So she is the start of where all the goddesses came from, is from her. So she's the mother of all the goddesses. So this is a very strong archetype. So the mere fact that she's actually at 22 degrees of the moon. So she's conjuncting the moon. So she's going to have a very strong influence on this new moon. And it's all about the divine feminine. However, it is going to be bringing up a lot of repressed expression of our emotions, because that's what Black Moon Lilith basically is. So she's a fierce feminine, and it brings about a righteous rage. So, and because it's also a very sexual, dark sexual energy as well, and because it's in Taurus, that's even highlighted even more. So the other thing is with this aspect as well, it's Black Moon Lilith and the moon is also going to be trining Pluto. So this is further enhancing a transformation of our soul, because Pluto is the soul, and it's all about transformation. And it will also be sextiling Neptune. Okay, so as we know with sextiles, it gives us an opportunity to be able to heal these deep, dark, repressed emotions. So the best way of dealing with this type of energy is to be able to sit with it and let the emotions rise, because they will be rising up things will be coming out, and it will have a strong focus on relationships and deep sexual desires, repressed things. But it's also giving us the opportunity as well to be able to heal these cycles that have gone on in this lifetime and probably very many other lifetimes as well, because it does involve Pluto and Neptune, which are the two outer planets, but it means that it's divinely guided as well, so that we are actually getting that divine presence and acceptance to be able to guide us into clearing out these old cycles. So a good thing to be doing at this time is sitting down with that and healing that divine feminine. So let's see what the cards have got for us at the moment. So our underlying energy is the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is all about earth, and it is working hard, and it is mastering your craft. So as you can see here, she's working hard on these pentacles. So it's something to do with career, but it's also making and being abundant as well, and bringing in the coins as well, so the money. So it is a very it's a very abundant energy as well. So like I said, and because it's with Taurus, it's all to do with finances and financial stability as well. So that's going to be playing a big part of it, and that makes sense that it is the overall kind of like the underlying energy. So the overall energy is going to be the Nine of Swords. So this is that sleepless nights, that over-analysis paralysis. That's what that is. Thinking about things too much. Swords is all about thought and intellect and being too much in your head, okay, to the point where that you cannot sleep anymore. So there are things that are brewing, and as you can see, it is a very dark card as well, because it's in the middle of the night. As you can see, there's a moon there in the background too. So, and not being able to get out of this certain cycle. So that's why I feel that this card is going to be great, because we have been probably stuck in cycles for many lifetimes, and obviously this lifetime as well, that we obviously need to be able to break out of. And I really do feel that it could be like old beliefs, things like that, especially to do, because it's Taurus, to do with relationships or money. So, you know, I don't believe that I'm abundant. All of my relationships fail. Those kind of things. It's those repeating circular thoughts that keep coming into your head. They're old beliefs, and this is what we really need to be able to release and heal and get rid of, okay? So that we can actually go into a brand new cycle and step into our own power. So I find that really, it makes sense, really, for it to be the underlying energy of this reading. So in the recent past, we've got the Seven of Cups reversed, okay? So when it's upright, it's having too many options, it's not knowing what to choose. But in this one, because it's reversed, I do see that you're seeing the options, but you know what you need to be focusing on, okay? So not all of them are good options with a lot of these cups. So they've got a dragon and a snake in one of them, but also in this deck, they've actually got some actually really beautiful ones. So they've got the castle, which is like stability and home. They've got the rainbow, which is, you know, hopes and dreams and having that. And the butterfly, which I'm being really drawn to, is that transformational properties as well. So that ability to be able to see what it is that you need to be focused on. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is, again, Pentacles being earth energy. So this is coming in, this is a younger energy. It is telling us that we need to be learning more about our abundance and our finances. So this is coming into the forefront of that. It can also be an offer as well. So it's maybe someone is offering a pentacle to you. In this one, it's quite a big one, in a big pentacle that is being offered. In the other decks, it's quite a small pentacle. So I do see that it could be an opportunity that's going to be coming to you or has come to you, and you don't know, again, what to be focusing on, whether you take that opportunity or take another one. So that's what I'm really seeing with that energy. And then that's followed by the hangman. And the hangman is always you need to look at things from a different perspective as well. And because it is in the upright, it is taking time to pause, okay? It is taking time to reflect and to be able to see things from another point of view, which is amazing. So as you can see, I think it's something to do with something tangible, something, you know, in the 3D. So something to do with our abundance. In the present, we've got the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, so Four of Swords is also taking time. It's very similar to the Hangman. It's taking time out to heal. But because it's in the reverse, it is that more defensive energy. It is putting up a wall, and in this deck, it is actually depicted by a wall. Okay, so it is putting your defenses up and really not taking that time to go introspective and to heal. And that is why that we're also coming into the Nine of Swords energy, because you're still confused, you're stuck in this cycle of not knowing exactly where to go and how to move forward. Then we've got the Queen of Swords. So again, it's air energy. This is all air energy, which is all intellect. So this is knowing what we need to be able to cut out, okay, of what does not serve us anymore. And because she does have the sword upright, that is clarity, okay? So it is being able to try and step out of this mode, okay, and either go into the Hangman or to the Four of Swords upright, okay, which is taking that time to heal, so that you can come to a place of clarity, so that you can actually see what things do not serve you anymore. And again, because it's to do with thoughts, it's old beliefs, things that don't serve us anymore, that we need to be able to cut out and not believe. You know, it's the way that we talk to ourselves as well. So that's something that I really, really feel that it is something to do with that. And it's old beliefs that we really need to be able to get rid of once and for all, because that is what's holding us back from bringing in our abundance. Then in the future, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. In here, it's the Wheel of the Year. So here it's actually depicted by the 4 seasons. So when it's in the reverse, it means that the wheel has stopped, okay? So with that, again, it's that stagnant energy there with the Nine of Swords. It's been stuck and going around in the same cycle, okay? When it's in the upright, when the Wheel of Fortune, it means it's going in your favor. The wheel is actually starting to turn, and we want things to turn. We want change because we want the seasons. It's no good if everything is always in the springtime or if we're stuck in winter. It's not a good thing to be doing. We need to be able to change, to be able to move forward, to go into a different cycle, to go into a different season, because that is what makes us grow and expand and bring us more joy ultimately. Then we've got the Three of Pentacles. Again, this isn't Pentacles, another Earth card. So this is coming into collaboration with others. So in this card though, there isn't other people in there. Usually in the original tarot, there's 3 people. He does have a cat though, so that's kind of nice. But again, I think that is really being able to take time out on your own to be able to see what projects, what things that you need to be focusing on, again, with this, if you read it this way as well, to be able to move forward, to be able to get that abundance. And because the underlying, like the overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles, it's being able to master our craft. Again, it's been able to do the research. That's what I'm really feeling with that. So this is a good time to be researching on things, on how we need to master our craft. And then we've got the High Priest, which is the Hierophant. Again, that's Taurus. That's the Taurus card. It's, again, old systems, beliefs. But in this one, it's depicted with the keys, okay? So it's the keys of knowledge, okay? So it is being able to use those keys of knowledge to be able to unlock the door so that we can move forward into a new reality for ourselves. So I really feel that that is a really beautiful energy to have, and especially in the Taurus new moon. That's the Taurus card. So I think that's really beautiful, and it's also known as the High Priest. So it's the opposite, obviously, of the High Priestess, which is what I was talking about with Black Moon Lilith. So he's obviously the male version of that, so it's more the patriarchal system. It is a little bit similar to the Magician card as well, because he is pointing up, and that is also suggesting it as above, so below. So that's the other thing that I am actually picking up with that. So what you are manifesting, or what intentions we're going to be setting for this new moon, is really, really important. And also the other thing with the Black Moon Lilith, because she's now been activated during this new moon, which I find fascinating, we're also going to be given another opportunity in about August, September, because Black Moon Lilith will be then going into the North Node. And the North Node is our purpose, is our direction. That is our North Star. So that is what we're working towards. So I find that this energy is all really showing us what we need to be able to be focused on now, because what we set now, we'll be able to see the benefits of that. Like I said, with the full moon in Taurus in November, we'll be able to see what manifests. And again, before that time, in August and September, we'll be giving another opportunity to be able to heal that divine feminine, and to be able to get out of those old cycles that have been with us for lifetimes. So, and to be able to break free of that and to step into our own power. So, but it's only if we do the work now. So that's what I'm really feeling with this energy, and even with this energy as well, because we need to take time to look at things from a different perspective, to heal as well, so that we can actually get that wheel to turn. So I think that's beautiful. Let's see what other advice that we have from the universe. So yeah, like I said, I thought it was a bit of it was going to be a bit of a, slow, fluffy moon, but no, it's actually got a very dark, deeper quality to it as well, which I find fascinating. But yeah, because I was kind of going, I'm not really feeling much with this moon, but okay. It says you are very close to achieving your goal. So that's exactly what we were talking about here. So we're so close at the moment. If we're able to master our craft, especially to do with our finances, we are going to be able to do that. But on the flip side of that is that we're going to be able to heal our relationships, or our repressed emotions, or sexual desires, or any taboo things that we haven't wanted to look at and focus on. So we're really close to achieving that, which I think is just beautiful. And we'll get one more advice as well. So yeah, I think if we do the work and sit with that energy, which isn't going to be comfortable, the other thing is, because it is in Taurus, we are going to be able to feel these feelings more in our body. So we really do need to be aware of how it makes our body feel. And with the Taurus moon, because it's all about the senses as well, we're really going to be given a fantastic opportunity to feel that. Oh, and this is just beautiful. Pleasure. That's a very Taurian card as well. So I think we need to be able to focus on our pleasure. Oh, we've got 2 cards there. Let's see what that other one is. What do you need to release? No way. That is crazy. Far out. Like I said, that underlying energy, that's, crazy. So again, what I was talking about with the Black Moon Lilith, what do you need to release? Okay, so this is the underlying energy of that, the flip side of the moon, that dark side of the moon. that's what I'm really feeling with that. And I've been really drawn to Pink Floyd at the moment too, Dark Side of the Moon. So crazy. Anyway, I just had a bit of an epiphany then. Okay, and this one, so pleasure. So again, because it's Taurus, we need to be able to focus on our pleasures, especially to do with our five senses. So what makes what we think is pleasurable, whether that's food or, you know, massage or, you know, talking with friends or whatever, you know. And I'm really being drawn again to these butterflies as well. So again, it's that opportunity for us to be able to transform, to release all those old energies, those repressed emotions that we've been hanging on to for such a long time. And it is still easy for us to repress them still, but that's why it's so important for us to really do the work. This new moon is really asking us to do that so that we can step into our power, and we will see the benefits of that, like I said, in November, and again given another opportunity in August and September to truly step into that, so that by November everything will be manifesting to us. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And I'm also being drawn to, again, those cycles. So you can see like it's going around her head. So again, to be able to get out of our head so that we can go into a whole brand new cycle, something that we haven't even thought of, which I think is just gorgeous and just beautiful. Okay, so with that, I hope you have an amazing new moon, and that you get the opportunity to do some inner work on yourselves. So just remember that you are a star, and let your light shine bright. And as always, love and light.